I'm Janice Simmons-Mortimer. I'm the Executive Director for the Portage Foundation. And this week we had our open house to celebrate our 28th anniversary here in our offices. And we decided to continue this whole week with a virtual open house. So some of the different questions that we got during our regular event, I thought would be a great idea to have a Facebook Live program to be able to answer those questions with you. So the first one we got was, what is a community foundation? So Community Foundation is a public charity for a geographic area. For us at the Portage Foundation, we started when the Visiting Nurses Association was dissolved, and they had a remainder of money left over. And folks at that time, along with some like-minded community members, said, hey, let's use that as a seed to create a community foundation for Portage County. So that's what they did. 28 years later, we're still here and we're still making an impact. So what do we do for Portage County? Well, in 2023, that impact that we had was over $400,000 in different grants and scholarships to different nonprofits or students in our area. So when it comes to grants, we have different ways of getting the money out. Our donors who open donor-advised funds or donor-designated funds or field of interest funds have a way of communicating to us how they want those available funds to be distributed out every year. So that's one way that a nonprofit could receive funds from us. Another way is through our grants program. Every year, starting on June 1st, running through August 31st, we have an open grant application. So local nonprofits or area nonprofits doing programs within Portage County or that would impact Portage County residents are welcome to apply for grants. After August 31st, we have a grants committee made up of members of our board of trustees as well as outside community members like yourself that come in and evaluate our grants and then distribute out, choose which ones would be eligible to receive awards and distribute out the available funds that we have. So just last week you may have seen our video that we had our moment where we put in the grant award letters out into the community. We'll also be broadcasting out through different social media posts some of the different programs that were funded and the different nonprofits doing amazing work on the ground. So look for that in your Facebook feed in the weeks to come. We also have a scholarship program. So if you are a parent of a high school or college student in the area, you may want to pay attention. Starting on January 1st and going through March 1st is when we have our scholarship application open. Our applications are available for mostly high school seniors, also some college students. But hold on a moment, because even our adult learners have something to learn here in a minute or two. But our application's open. It's for college-bound students as well as students interested in entering the trades. We have two, one that's open to the whole Portage County for trades-bound students. Now, for those adult learners, actually anyone high school into adulthood, if you are interested in veterinary work, whether becoming a vet tech, going into veterinary studies at an undergraduate level, all the way up to a DVM degree, we do have a scholarship that is also open to you. And it could be that you live outside of our county but work within Portage County. It could be that you graduated from a high school in Portage County and now are attending school somewhere else. That's okay. We recognize there is not a DVM program, Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, within our footprint of Portage County, so you're still eligible for that too. So again, go to our website. You'll be able to see all of the different scholarships that we have throughout Portage County for all of our high schools, as well as that scholarship that I was just talking about. The application opens on January 1st. So what are the ways that you can get involved with the Portage Foundation? Well, you can always start a fund. If you want to invest in the future of Portage County and the residents and your friends and neighbors, you could start a fund. We have donor-advised funds, donor-designated. We have field of interest funds, unrestricted funds, scholarship funds, you name it. We'd be happy to talk with you about how you can make an impact both now and in the future of this community. You could donate to one of our many existing funds. We have lots of funds touching all of our different funding priority areas. That could be animal welfare, it could be arts and culture, education, maybe economic development is close to your heart, health and human services. We've given away grants and have funds that touch all of those different areas. You could join a committee. As I mentioned, we have the Grants and Scholarships Committee. You could join that committee and help us evaluate the different applications we receive. We have an advancement committee, an events committee, all sorts of different ways that our community members can be a part of the Portage Foundation without being on the Board of Trustees. You could also apply to be on that board. We welcome community members with an interest in our community and who want to make an investment in the friends and neighbors to join our Board of Trustees. And finally, we have different workshops and events for the community and for local nonprofits that we'd love to see you at. But I want to end this live chat or Facebook Live with the story of George and Genevieve Moore. So the Moores were very active in the Aurora community. They loved education, they loved nature, they were super supportive and wanted to make a difference in their lifetime and continue on as a lasting legacy. So they started a trust fund back a long time ago, and over the course of using that investment in an endowed fund, they've been able to, now long after their deaths, continue to make a major impact within both the Aurora community and Portage County. So thanks to George and Genevieve, so many local nonprofits have received the benefit of their investment. But most especially were two that I'd love to highlight. One is Layton Elementary's Adaptive Playground. This is an amazing program where kids with disabilities who used to only be able to watch from the sidelines as their classmates went off to play at recess now have the ability to play with kids together on a playground. There'll be a ribbon cutting tomorrow, and I hope you can make it because we are so excited to have partnered with the Aurora Schools Foundation and so many of the community members in and around Aurora to make that happen. Also, the Church in Aurora's food pantry. You know, sometimes we make an assumption that that things aren't as tough in some of our more affluent communities, and that's not true. Hunger and need exists in many areas throughout Portage County, and the Church in Aurora's food pantry is another beneficiary of the George and Genevieve Moore Trust. So again, I love the idea that two people who believed in their community made an investment that's now putting food on the table for families and seniors in Aurora, and also helping bring joy to kids in that community still. So thanks for joining us. I hope to see you come through our doors. Feel free to give us a call. We would love to have you come visit us. And thank you for supporting your community foundation.